All of you check your answers. We'll discuss and please check your answers. All right, I'm not zooming in, children. For the students here, you cannot read the question from the board, but you can see it in your book. So if I zoom in, I cannot annotate. Okay. Yeah, online students, you cannot read. I don't know if you can read the question clearly from the screen, but you have it in your book now. The questions are in your book. So please refer to the question in your book and check the answer. The first one, the graph of ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 is, the options are a straight line parallel to the x-axis, a straight line parallel to the y-axis, a general straight line, a line in the second and third quadrant. Okay, so the correct answer is a general straight line. Ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 is the standard form of a linear equation in two variables x and y, right? Ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 is the standard form, of a linear equation in two variables x and y. Ax, okay, let's just write an example of a linear equation in two variables x and y. Okay, so for example, 3x minus 7y plus 7 or okay, or plus 9 is equal to 0. Plus 9 is equal to 0. So this is an example of a linear equation in two variables x and y. You can see the variables x and y, and this is an example of a linear equation in two variables x and y. Okay, now look at this. This is ax, where a is 3. Where a is 3 plus by, b is minus 7 plus c is 9 is equal to 0. This can be minus also. This can be minus. In that case, c is minus 9. So ax like 3x plus by minus 7y plus c is equal to 0, plus 9 is equal to 0, or minus 9 is equal to 0. Okay, so ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 is a standard form of a linear equation in two variables x and y. And we know that the graphical representation of a linear equation in two variables x and y is a straight line in the Cartesian plane. When you graphically represent this equation, it will be a straight line in the Cartesian plane. So it's a general straight line. The correct option is C, a general straight line. The answer for the first one. Question number 1, correct option is C. Next one. From the graph of a line, or we can, from the graph of a line, understand the question, that's important. From the graph of a line, or we can find the coordinates of only 1 point lying on the line, only 2 points lying on the line, only finite number of points lying on the line, infinite number of points lying on the line. Which is the answer, A, B, C, or D? D. D. Yeah, because what we get is a straight, what is given is a straight line, and a straight line has infinitely many points lying on it. Okay, the graph of a straight line, see here, straight line, this is a straight line. The line may be restricted to your graph notebook, but it's a line. It extends indefinitely on both the sides. Just because it is limited to your graph notebook does not mean that that only is the line. Line means it extends indefinitely on both the sides, right? So it has infinitely many points on it. It has infinitely many points on it. A linear equation in two variables x and y has infinitely many solutions. A linear equation in two variables x and y has infinitely many solutions. Many solutions it has. That's why when you represent it graphically, we get a straight line. And a straight line has infinitely many points lying on it. Every point on the straight line is a solution to the linear equation. Every point lying on the straight line will be a solution to the given linear equation. Okay, so for the second one, the correct option is D. Infinite number of points lying on the line. Third one, the ordered pair m comma n satisfies the equation ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 if. So ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Now it's given that m comma n, the ordered pair m comma n, okay, the ordered pair m comma n satisfies the equation if. So how do you check if it satisfies the equation? So where we have x, we use m. See now, if you have point, if supposing you have to check one second, let me give you an example. Supposing you have an equation like 2x minus y plus 5 is equal to 0. And if you have to check if the point 1 comma 2 satisfies this equation. Okay, for example, children, for example, we have the linear equation 2x minus y plus 5 is equal to 0. All right, and we need to check if the point 1 comma 2, the ordered pair 1 comma 2. Why ordered pair? Because 1 comma 2, the order is important because 2 comma 1 is a different point. 2 comma 1 is a different point. The order is very important. 1 comma 2 is an ordered pair. Pair because two numbers, the x coordinate and the y coordinate. Ordered pair because the order is very important. You cannot treat 1 comma 2 as 2 comma 1. If I say A and B, I can say B and A also. Both are the same, A and B, B and A. But 1 comma 2 and 2 comma 1 are not the same. They are different points. All right. Okay. Now, if we have to check if 1 comma 2 satisfies this equation, what should you do? You should take up the LHS and 2 into, in place of x, 1 minus in place of y, 2 plus 5. Then 2 into 1, 2 minus 2 plus 5. So you get 5. But what is the RHS? It is 0. So 1 comma 2 does not satisfy the equation. But the point 1 comma 2 does not satisfy the equation 2x minus y plus y is 5. 2x minus y plus 5 is equal to 0. What should you do? What is x? 1. What is y? 2. In place of x, use 1. In place of y, use 2. And work the LHS. What is the answer we get? 5. Am I right? 2 minus 2. Correct, Howard? So we get 5. But what is the RHS? 0. So clearly 1 comma 2 does not satisfy this equation, which means the point 1 comma 2 does not lie on the graph of this equation. Now this equation, when you put it on a graph paper, okay, this equation, when you put it on a graph paper, I'm just saying, for example, it's a line like this. Okay. Now this point 1 comma 2 does not lie on this line. Maybe that point 1 comma 2 lies here. 1 comma 2. It does not lie on the line. That is why it does not satisfy the equation. If supposing it lies on this line, no, then you would have got 0 here. Does not satisfy meaning it does not lie on the graph of that equation. When you make the graph of this equation, you will get a straight line. If this point 1 comma 2 lies on that straight line, then when you work the LHS, you will get 0. You're not getting 0. You got 5. You're not getting 0. You get anything. You're not getting 0. That means this point 1 comma 2 does not lie on the graph of this equation. So for example, if this is the straight line, if this is the straight line for this equation, 1 comma 2 will not lie on that line. It lies somewhere, but not on this line. That's the meaning. That's why it does not satisfy the equation. So for this question, ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. M comma n, right? In place of x, use m. In place of y, use n. And this answer should be 0. Then only it satisfies. This answer, this LHS answer should be 0. See, what is the LHS, children? The LHS is ax plus by plus c, correct? In the equation, in that equation, ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. The LHS is ax plus by plus c. When you put m for x and n for y, what answer should you get if it satisfies? This answer should be 0. So which is the option there? I think D, right? So am plus bn plus c should be 0. If it is 0, then it satisfies the equation. I'll just give you a minute. I'll just repeat this. I'll give you a minute for you to process. I hope all of you have the questions in your book. See, we are given the equation ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Yeah, see, yeah. Okay, ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. We need to check if m comma n, not check, that is which one here, which of these equations means that m comma n satisfies the equation. All right, so that means you should take up the LHS, ax plus by plus c, and for x you must use m, for y you should use n. What answer should you get for this? You must get 0, because the RHS is 0, no? So you must get 0. If you get 0, that means m comma n satisfies the equation. So where is the answer here? Am plus bn plus c is equal to 0. So it's option D. 3D. 3D. See, if you're wrong, please make a note of the correct answer, children. Yeah. Don't erase your incorrect answer. Maybe you can use a pencil or whatever to differentiate. Let your answer be there and also show the correct answer so that when you revise, you know that you had made a mistake. Is that fine? Okay, the next one. Children, just give me, I'll just give you another question. I'll just come back. We'll continue discussing. Please do this one. Yeah, I had asked you to carry a graph paper. All if you've got it. We'll continue discussing the answers, children. Just give me 5 minutes, I'll come back. Please do the sixth one. Please do the sixth one. Please try question number 6 in this paper. See. Yeah, thank you, children. We'll continue. Please stop working. We'll continue discussing the answers to MCQs and then we'll get back to the graph you're doing now. All right? Yeah. So we have to do the fourth one. Fourth one, the graph of y is equal to 4. The graph of y is equal to 4. So to answer the question, you should know how the graph looks like. To answer this question, you should know how the graph looks like. Y is equal to 4. I don't see focus at all. Each one is doing. Forget that graph now. Okay, y is equal to 4. So when you look at this equation, y is equal to 4, it's a line parallel to the x-axis because we have y is equal to some number, a constant. Y is equal to a constant. So when the equation looks like this, when you have y is equal to something, then it will be a line parallel to the x-axis. That's the first thing. That's the first conclusion. It will be parallel to the x-axis. And it's positive 4. So see here. Since the equation is y is equal to a constant, it will be the graph of this equation will be parallel to the x-axis. So there are two situations. It can be like this or it can be like this. The graph can be like this or like this. This is the x-axis. This is the y-axis. All right. So it can be parallel to the x-axis and above it, or it can be parallel to the x-axis and below it. But it's a positive 4. That means it's above. It's above here. This one. This one is y is equal to 4. This is y is equal to 4. This is y is equal to minus 4. So y is equal to 4. When the equation is of the form y is equal to a number, it will be the graph of that equation will be parallel to the x-axis. So if it's parallel to the x-axis, two cases are possible. Either it can be parallel and above the x-axis, or it can be parallel and below the x-axis. This is the x-axis. This is the y-axis. All right. So y is equal to 4 is parallel to the x-axis. This is the x-axis. So it can be parallel and above it like this, or it can be parallel and below it like this. But it's positive, so it will be above. If it's negative, it will be below. So here it will be 1, 2, 3, and this is 4. So this is y is equal to 4. And 1, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. This will be y is equal to minus 4. This will be y is equal to minus 4. So what do we understand? Y is equal to 4, or we say y is equal to b. We say x is equal to a, y is equal to b. Y is equal to b meaning y is equal to a number, a constant. So y is equal to b is a line parallel to the x-axis at a distance of b units above it or below it. If it is positive, it's above. If it's negative, it's below. Now we understood something. Now let's see the options. You need to understand before you see the options. Without understanding what y is equal to 4 means and you read the options, you will not be able to, select the correct one, right? You need to. Yeah. So what are the answers? Making an intercept of 4 on the x-axis. Making an intercept of 4 on the x-axis, making an intercept of 4 on both the axes, parallel to x-axis at a distance of 4 units from the origin, parallel to y-axis at a distance of 4 units from the origin. Now tell me. Now the word parallel is important, right? Parallel is important because y is equal to 4, meaning y is equal to something is parallel. Parallel to which one? X-axis or y-axis? X-axis. So parallel to the x-axis at a distance of 4 units from the origin, meaning above it. The distance. Let me show you that. See here. This is the origin. At a distance of 4 units from the origin. At a distance of 4 units from the origin. If supposing you will say, then how will they express this? For this, they'll say at a distance of minus 4 units from the origin. You can use the word above, below, or if it's like this, at a distance of 4 units from the origin, you'll be like 4 units from the origin above or below. So they'll say 4 units from the origin if it's above, minus 4 units from the origin if it's below. Minus 4 units from the origin if it's below, 4 units from the origin if it's above. Or they'll directly use, if they don't use the term origin, they'll directly use above the x-axis, below the x-axis. Y is equal to 4 is a line parallel to the x-axis at a distance of 4 units above the x-axis or below the x-axis. Or they'll say at a distance of 4 units from the origin or at a distance of minus 4 units from the origin. 4 units is above, minus 4 units is below. So only if you understand this, you can select the correct option. So the correct option is C. The correct option is C. Let's understand the other options. The correct option is C. For 4, the correct option is C. Parallel to the x-axis at a distance of 4 units from the origin is the correct option. Now, making an intercept 4 on the x-axis. So it's this one. Okay. Intercept meaning, see here. Now, this is the x-axis. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now here this is the x-intercept. This is the x-intercept. This one is the y-intercept. This is the y-axis. This is the y-axis. This is the x-axis. This is that line. This is that line ax plus by plus c. Whatever line, whatever equation that is. Okay. All right. Now the graph line cuts the x-axis here. No. So this one from this distance from the origin is called the x-intercept. And the same line cuts the y-axis here. It intersects the y-axis here. This one is called the y-intercept. So it's given making an intercept, 4 on the x-axis. It doesn't make it this one is parallel to the x-axis. It will not make an intercept at all. This one, y is equal to 4 is parallel to the x-axis. It will not have an x-intercept at all. X-intercept is only when it intersects the x-axis. X-intercept happens, y-intercept happens only when when will you have an x-intercept? Only when the graph line intersects the x-axis. When will you have a y-intercept? Only when the graph line intersects the y-axis. If the graph line intersects the x-axis and the y-axis, then you will have the x-intercept and the y-intercept. Otherwise, now y is equal to 4. How is the line? It's parallel to the x-axis. So that means it's not going to meet the x-axis. It's parallel to the x-axis. It's not going to meet the x-axis. Then where is the x-intercept? So that option is wrong. Ouch, sorry. The first option, making an intercept 4 on the x-axis, is straight away wrong because it's parallel to the x-axis, and so it doesn't meet the x-axis, and so no x-intercept at all. Next one, making an intercept 4 on both the axes. It doesn't meet the x-axis at all. Then how can it make 4 on both the axes? It makes an intercept of 4 on the y-axis. It makes an intercept of 4 on the y-axis because it meets the y-axis. So there is a y-intercept. If it meets that, here it meets the y-axis, right? So there is y-intercept, and that is 4 units. But it's given making an intercept 4 on both the axes. No, not both the axes. So that also is not right. Then the last one is parallel to the y-axis. No, sorry, it's not parallel to the y-axis. So C is the correct option. Parallel to the x-axis at a distance of 4 units from the origin. Intercept. The x-intercept and y-intercept happens only. See, x-intercept is possible only when the graph line intersects the or cuts the x-axis. Y-intercept is possible only when the graph line cuts the y-axis. So now in this case, because it's parallel, this is the graph line. Okay, so this one is the y-intercept. This one is the y-intercept. There is no x-intercept because it doesn't meet the x-axis. It meets the y-axis. See, this is the y-axis. It meets the y-axis. So this one is the y-intercept. That region between the origin and where it intersects the y-axis, that's the y-intercept. Which of the following represent a line parallel to the x-axis? If it is parallel to the x-axis, it should be y is equal to some number. If it is parallel to y-axis, it should be x is equal to some number. X is equal to some number means parallel to the y-axis. Y is equal to some number is parallel to the x-axis. So which of the following represent a line parallel to the x-axis? So it should be y is equal to some number. So you have to solve it. Y is equal to some number. So what's the first one? The first one, children, is x minus y is equal to 7. Sorry, there are both x and y, so this one is not parallel. If it is parallel, there'll only be x or only be y. If both x and y are present, it will not be parallel to the x-axis or y-axis. If the graph line is parallel to the x-axis or y-axis, you will see only variable x or only variable y. If you see both the variables x and y, the graph of that line will not be parallel to either of the axes. Okay, so the first one is straight away no. This one is straight away no because we have both x and y. The second one, also children, is both, you can see both x and y there. 2x plus 3y is equal to 13, so not possible. The next one is x plus 5. X plus 5 is equal to 0. So you can write it like x is equal to minus 5. X is equal to minus 5. But that's wrong because x is equal to a constant. It should be y is equal to a number, not x is equal to a number. X is equal to a number will be parallel to the y-axis. Am I teaching myself or? Yeah, meaning, am I clear, children? Yeah. Okay. So the third option, x plus 5 is equal to 0, is not right because it means x is equal to minus 5. X is equal to means parallel to the y-axis. Okay. So how will the graph look? Parallel to the y-axis. So it can be on this side or it can be on this side. Y-axis, no. So the graph line can be to the left of the y-axis or to the right of the y-axis. But what is it? Minus 5. So minus 5 means this one, this side, this one, not this one. This is x is equal to plus 5. X is equal to plus 5 means this side. Here only, x will be plus 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is only 5 plus 5. This is minus 5. All right. So if it is x is equal to minus 5, it will be parallel to the y-axis, not the x-axis. So that is not right. The last one, children, you need to solve it. 3y minus 3 is equal to 2y plus 2. So on solving, we get 3y minus 2y is equal to 2 plus 3. So y is equal to 5. Y is equal to 5. So y is equal to 5 will be parallel to the x-axis. That's all. That's the answer. Which of the following represents a line parallel to the x-axis? Y is equal to 5. So the last option, D, is the correct option. Option D is the correct option. So what are we doing now? Without making the graph, we are able to judge if the graph line will be parallel to the x-axis or the y-axis. How are we able to do that? If you have x is equal to a number a, then it will be parallel to the y-axis. If you have y is equal to a number b, then it will be parallel to the x-axis. If it is x, parallel to y-axis. If it is y, parallel to x-axis. And it should be x is equal to some number which can be positive or negative. Here also b, some number which is positive or negative. If you have both x and y in the equation, if you have both x and y, it will not represent a line parallel to the x or y axis. It will intersect the x and y axis. All right. Sixth one, the solution of the equation. You have to just solve it, children. This you should do it. 6, huh? 6. You can even substitute and check. 6 by 2 is 3, and 6 by 3 is 2, and 3 plus 2 is 5. So 6 is the correct answer. You don't even have to solve it. Spend time and solve it. Just put the value. Just put that value. X க்கு என்ன values கொடுத்திருக்கு 5 இருக்குல்ல 5 போடுங்க அங்க 5 by 2 என்ன வரும் அப்புறம் 5 by 3 புரியுதா 5 by 2 5 by 2 plus 5 by 3 பண்ணா 5 வருமா வராது இல்ல 5 by 3 னா அது won't come, so 5 is not the answer. Then 6 by 2 plus 6 by 3, so this is 3 plus 2 5. Yeah, so 6 is the correct option. See, you can solve the equation by taking the LCM and cross multiplying. Or you can just use the options. If it's easy, you can just put the option like this in place of x and check whichever is satisfying. Okay, next one. So the answer for the sixth one is 6B. 6 answer is B. Seventh one, the equation 2x minus 5y is equal to 4 has a unique solution if x and y are rational numbers, positive real numbers, or real numbers. Will have a unique solution. Unique solution means what? The equation 2x minus 5y is equal to 4 has a unique solution means what? It has only one solution. Okay, this itself. So I have to talk to you about unique solution, many solutions, and no solution. So let me just postpone this to the next class because I want to discuss that answer also. The next one. Yeah, eighth one. Any solution of the linear equation in two variables is of the form. Yeah. Will be of the form what, children? What's the answer you've got? B. Zero x. 0x means there is no 0x means there is no x at all. Okay, x is always 0. Okay, so 3y minus 7 is equal to 0. Y is equal to 7 by 3. Y is equal to 7 by 3 means y is always 7 by 3 for any value of x. Then the equation is 0x, so I just removed that 0x because it's 0. Then 3, so we have 3y minus 7 is equal to 0, which means y is equal to 7 by 3. Y is equal to 7 by 3 means y is always 7 by 3. So how do you make the table, that xy table, to make the graph? Y is always 7 by 3. For what value of x? Any value of x. You can put minus 2, 0, 1 for any value of x. So that means what? X can take different values, but y will always take the value 7 by 3. So which option? Where is y always 7 by 3? In option C. In option C. See, the first one is 7, 3. No. See, the option should be like y should always be 7 by 3. X can be any value. So y is 7 by 3. That means it should be only B or C. B or C. And in B or C, B is 0, 7 by 3. Like only the point 0, 7 by 3. No. N, 7 by 3. Meaning N means what? Any value. They're using a variable because variable can take any value. Don't get confused. Where did N come from suddenly? They're using a variable because in place of the x coordinate, they're using N. That means any value. Variable can take any value. Any value, 7 by 3. Yeah, correct. Any value, 7 by 3. See here. Any value for x, 7 by 3. Any value for x, 7 by 3. Any value for x, 7 by 3. So the correct option is C, N, 7 by 3. All right. See, I'm not used to asking your answers and like saying that, oh, you're wrong. Yeah, so I'm not used to that. So you, meaning, I don't be disappointed that I'm not asking you what is your answer, what is your answer, what that's just spending time like that. And so now you can judge yourself. Only you need to know, right? If you've understood, not understood. So anyways, at the end of this, you would have, all of you should have understood. Okay. Yeah. Online students, any questions so far? Clear? Use the emoji. Raise your hand, online students. Okay. Hariprana, Sabarna, Sadhana, Blessy, Aniruddhan, Roshni, Niveda. Laksha, hope you're there. Okay. Okay, so that's about 8. The correct option is C. Any value for x, comma 7/3. N, comma 7/3. Ninth one. Any point on the line y is equal to 3x is of the form. What's there? See that y is equal to 3x means what, children? Y coordinate, no, is 3 times the x coordinate. That's the meaning. Y is equal to 3x. That means the y coordinate is 3 times the x coordinate. Y is equal to 3x. So in which option do you see the y coordinate 3 times x coordinate? Yeah, now I want the answer from you. Tell me, online students, share your answer. You don't have to tell me what you have marked. Tell me now, what is the correct option? The y coordinate should be 3 times the x coordinate.
Ma'am, until then, option A, ma'am.
Option A. Yeah, good. Others? Here?
Miss, option A, miss.
Option A, Hariprana. Option A, right?
Ma'am,
Option A. Because in option A, we see that very clearly. The y coordinate 3a is 3 times the x coordinate a. That's what is given there. Any point on the line y is equal to 3x. So there is a line given by the equation y is equal to 3x. On the line நீங்க எல்லா பாயிண்ட்டும் பாத்தீங்கன்னா y coordinate வந்து x coordinate 3 times தான் இருக்கும். அதுக்கு தான் அந்த equation வந்து y is equal to 3x. So that will be of the form. What are the options? 3a, comma a. Okay, so many things are there, but the first one is the correct option. So if you see the, points lying on that line, the points will always look like. What are you doing? Don't bite your. Will always look like the y coordinate is 3 times the x coordinate. Okay, so 1, 3, or it will be 2, 6, or 3, 9. 4, 12. The points will be like this only. If you see the y coordinate, it will be 3 times the x coordinate. I'm not saying that the line will be like this. No, I'm just marking the points and showing you. I'm just marking. So on the line, you will see points. Like you can see that these points will lie on the line, on that line. So on this line, you can also find 10, 30. You can find 100, 300. You can find 1000, 3000. But it will not be on your graph paper. Okay. So for 9, the correct option is A. A, 3. Next one. The point of the form A, A by 2. Okay, A, A by 2. A, A by 2, what do you understand? A by 2 means half. The y coordinate is half of the x coordinate. Look at the point A, A by 2. The y, okay, or you can say that the x coordinate is double the y coordinate. How do you understand A, A by 2? How do we understand A, A by 2? The x coordinate is double the y coordinate, or the y coordinate is half of the x coordinate. Okay, let's see the options. 2x is equal to y. What do you mean by 2x is equal to y? Or x is equal to y by 2. Is the x coordinate y coordinate by 2? No. X is equal to 2y. Yeah, I don't know. So I think I have conveyed something. Please tell me which is the correct option. Option A.
Miss,
Okay.
option B, miss.
B, yeah?
Yes, miss.
Okay. Others think
Ma'am, option A.
A. Blessing says A. Okay. A and then Hari Pranav B. Okay. Yeah. Others C. Yeah. Now A, B, C, D. I'm not asking what comes after B. C. Either one. Yeah. Then A. B. For a change, you're saying B, or you feel it's B?
Ma'am, Anirudhan, A, ma'am.
Anirudhan, A, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes. You can't see what. Okay. So A comma A by 2. A comma A by 2. Okay, just give an example for this, no, so that we understand better. Supposing A is 10. What is A by 2? Fine. Now tell me, is X equal to 2y or Y is equal to 2X? They are the options given. No, see. X is 2y or Y is 2X, which is correct. It's magic. It's looking like both. Is X 2 into Y or Y 2 into X? Y is equal to அப்படியா y வந்து 2 times x y value என்ன 5 is 5 2 times 10 children no see now you should all tell me one correct answer. See a comma a by 2, come on.
Ma'am, X equals to 2y.
Okay, one second, I'll just repeat this. A comma a by 2 is like 20 comma 10 because this is a 20 and 20 by 2 is 10. Okay. Okay. Now look at this. This is the x coordinate. This is the y coordinate. Is x equal to 2y or y equal to 2x? X is 2 times y. So where is x 2 times y? B. B. Most of I think Hari Pranav, you said B, right? Only you said B. The others online said A. Yes or no? And here you said B. Very good. Aragamai. Yeah, it is confusing. Confusing, both look correct. X is 2y, y is 2x, but you need to be more shrewd. Okay, so the correct option is x is equal to 2 times y. See, children, you can just do it like x is equal to 2y. No, just put that. What is x? A, no, is equal to 2 into what is y? A by 2. Just see, A is equal to A. Correct? No, x is equal to 2y. If you say 2x is equal to y is the answer, 2x is equal to y is the answer, just put what is x? A, right? Is equal to y. That is A by 2. 2a is equal to A by 2. No, it's not right. Okay, the answer is for the 10th one, the option is B. For 10, the correct option is B. The equation y is equal to 5 in 2 variables can be written as, which is the correct option? Online students? One second.
Miss, option C, miss.
Option C.
Yes, miss.
Okay. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah. Others online?
Ma'am, option C.
Ma'am, Anirudhan,
Anirudhan? Yes.
option C, ma'am.
C. Somebody else? C. Anirudhan, Hari Pranav. Who else said C?
Blessy, ma'am.
Blessy, C. Okay, here children. C. C is the correct option. Very good. Yeah. Because we have y is equal to 5, right? Y is equal to 5. That means if you bring it to this side, it will be y minus 5 is equal to 0. There is no x. How do you show if there's no x, it is 0x. 0 into x. Plus y means 1 into y. Minus 5 is equal to 0. That is what is option C. See here. Y is equal to 5, children. Y minus 5 is equal to 0. Y means 1y. No x means 0x. No x means 0x plus y means 1y. The dot is not 1.y, it's 1 into y. Minus 5 is equal to 0. So the correct option is C. Then 12th one. If the linear equation has solutions, then it's of the form. Yeah. 2x minus 2x plus y is equal to 0. Okay, option A இல்லையே. Yeah. Minus 2x plus y. Okay. Online students option, yes.
Miss, option D, Miss.
D.
Anirudhan option
0. Not D. See, when you substitute the points in that equation, no, all these 3 points should satisfy that equation. C. Okay, minus 2x plus y is equal to 0. Let's check. So when you take minus 1 comma minus 2, minus 2 into minus 1 plus minus 2. So it will be plus 2 minus 2, 0, correct? Then 0 comma 0, 0, correct? And then 1 comma 2, minus 2 into 1 plus 2. Yeah, correct. Very good. Argame again. Minus 2x plus y is equal to 0. See, just substitute the values and you have the 3 points, right? Minus 1 comma minus 2, 0 comma 0 and 1 comma 2. So substitute them. Now, look, see, it's very easy to make. What you can also do is you can rule out the options which are not possible. Now, look at the first one. X minus y should be 0. If you use the first option, x minus y is equal to 0, use the last point 1 comma 2. Is the x coordinate minus the y coordinate 0? No, I'm going to tell you, parent, that you're not interested in the class. What are you doing? What am I saying now? What am I saying now? Tell me. Look at the last point. What was he saying? Okay, tell me now. Take the point 1 comma 2 and the first option x minus y is equal to 0. What should we do? X is equal to 1 and y is equal to 2. What is the answer you're getting? Minus 1. Is it 0? No. So straight away this one is not working. This is not the option. Take the next one. X plus y is equal to 0. Check any one point with this. X plus y is 0. 1 plus 2 is 0. So then this also is not possible. You don't have to check every point. X minus y na x minus y is equal to 0 means x coordinate minus y coordinate is 0. Then x plus y is equal to 0 means x coordinate plus the y coordinate is 0. When will x coordinate plus y coordinate be 0? There should be negatives of one another. Plus 5 minus 5. Plus 1 minus 1. If the points are like minus 1 plus 1, minus 5 plus 5, then only the sum will be 0. But the points are like 1, 2, -1, -2. So x plus y cannot be 0. Like that you should check. So 1 and 2 we eliminated straight away. It's not possible in it. Now you'll have to check with the C and D. When you check with D, -x plus 2y, just put 0 and C, -0 plus 2 into 0. You're getting 0. Then minus x plus 2y, use the first one, -1. So -1 plus 2 into y is -2. So you're not getting 0 here. The correct option is C. The correct option is C. I tried all the 3 for C. The correct option is C, children. For the 12th one, the correct option is C. Yeah. Write the equation of BC. What's the equation of BC? Who can tell me among the boys here? What's the equation of BC? What's the equation of BC, girls? Yeah. Don't worry if you're wrong. You just say what you've written. Illama, write the equation of BC na 6 units in எழுதக்கூடாது. விஷயம் அவ்வளோ காம்ப்ளிகேட்டடான எப்படி கண்டுபிடிக்கிற? Yeah, online students. What is the equation of BC? Okay. Equation of BC na. Where is the line segment BC? Where does it lie? It lies on the x-axis. So what is the equation of the x-axis? What is the equation of the x-axis? No, see, what is the equation of the x-axis? We have forgotten. Okay. See here. What are the coordinates of this point? Supposing 1, 0. What is this one? 2, 0. What is this one? Here, this one. Who is always 0 here? That is only the equation. That's only the equation. See, BC lies on the x-axis, right? See, for the x-axis and for any segment of the x-axis, equation one da. BC is a segment of the x-axis. That will not have a different equation. For the x-axis and for all the segments on the x-axis, equation is only one. On the line equation adha. Upon the line all segments ko adha equation. If a BC in the segment on the line segment on the x-axis la irukku. X-axis equation enna? Marandu pochuna, just draw, right? Meaning take the coordinate axis like this and write the points. What is this? -1, 0. What is this one? -2, 0. On this side, 1, 0, 2, 0. So 0, 0. Always you're writing something, 0. So x value marinde irukku. But what is fixed? Y. Y is 0. So y is equal to 0 is the equation of the x-axis. Y is equal to 0 is the equation of the x-axis. Now supposing y-axis, let's mark the points on the y-axis. 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, -1, 0, -2. So who's 0 always? X is 0. X is always 0. X is equal to 0 is the equation of the y-axis. Is the equation of the y-axis. So now the question is, write the equation. Write the equation of BC. BC lies on the x-axis. Equation of the x-axis, y is equal to 0. So BC equation alda. Equation of BC is y is equal to 0. All of you write down. Equation of BC is equal to y is equal to 0. And what's the length of BC, children? 6 units, correct. Equation of BC is y is equal to 0. Why? Because that's the equation of the x-axis. Y is equal to 0. And length BC is equal to 6 units. Now supposing I mark the points like this. Okay, let's answer these questions and then find the area of the triangle. Find the area of the triangle. So area of the triangle is half base into height. Half into base 6 into height 3. So 9 square units. All of you got that? 9? Very good. Area of the triangle is half into base into height, half into 6 into 3. 3 because this one is 3. This is the base 6. Now,
Ma'am.
yeah.
Ma'am, I need to leave the call, ma'am.
Oh, okay, Blessing. All right, Blessing, yeah. Please use the recording for the rest of the session, the remaining half an hour. Oh, it's 9:20 already. All right, yeah. I'll share the recording. Please use the recording for the remaining part, okay? Yeah, thank you,
ma'am.
Blessing. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, children. What was I telling? Yeah. Supposing the points are marked like this, you know. Yeah. Now what is the length of BC? What's the length of BC? 6 units, huh? 60. Because 10, 20, 30, 14 mark பண்ணிருக்குல்ல. So BC will not be 6, BC will be 60. See the scale. Krishna Prince taking shocks for everything. But that's how you learn. That's very important. You need to react. Reaction இல்லாம எல்லாத்தையும் பார்த்துட்டு இருந்தா it'll just go above your head. You need to react. If I pinch you, you should react, no? Yeah. If you're just like that. Yeah. So yeah, so BC is equal to, if it's marked like this, children, minus 40, minus 30, minus 20, minus 10. If it's marked like this, then BC is equal to 60 units. Yes or no? Yeah. And how much is the altitude? 12 units. இங்க add பண்ணக்கூடாது. 4 plus 8 plus 12 பண்ணக்கூடாது. இது எவ்வளோ? This one 4 units தானே. இங்க 4 units. This is 4. This is 12. This one is 12. This one is from here. What's the distance here? 10. This one 10. This one 10. This one 10. So 60 we said. Not following? BC is 60 and the altitude is 12 only. This is 12. If for that question, for here it is half into 6 into 3. Okay. So equation of BC, BC lies on the x-axis. So its equation is y is equal to 0. Yeah. And the last one. No. I'm smiling for something. I'll tell you later. Write the equation for the line AB, PQ, and CD. AB, PQ and CD. Yeah. AB. AB children. It's parallel to the. I just need to explain it. So I'll only tell the answer. You check if you've got it. See, now talking about AB children. Talking about AB, it's parallel to the x-axis. So it will be y is equal to a number. And it is above the x-axis. So it will be a positive number. And what should be that positive number? 3. Because here, see here, this is 3. This is the equation of AB. Then PQ, the equation of PQ. PQ is parallel to the y-axis. So its equation will be x is equal to a number. And x is equal to 4. If it's on that side, it will be minus 4. Whatever you see here, this one, 4. Supposing if these were MCQs, if you don't see y is equal to 3, then it will be y minus 3 is equal to 0. It's either y is equal to 3 or in the standard form, y minus 3 is 0. It's x is equal to 4 or in the standard form, x minus 4 is equal to 0. If it was minus 4, it will be x plus 4 is equal to 0. Okay, so coming again, equation of AB. Not AB, don't write AB is equal to. Equation of AB is, it's parallel to the x-axis, so y is equal to and 3. Then equation of PQ is, it's parallel to the y-axis, so x is equal to 4. Then CD. CD passes through the origin. If it passes through the origin, the constant will be missing. Number irukadu. The standard form is ax plus by is equal to 0. Constant c will be missing. For a line that passes through the, see, if a line is parallel to the x-axis, it is y is equal to a number. X irukadu. If a line is parallel to the y-axis, it is x is equal to some number. Y irukadanga. Y variable irukadu. If a line passes through the origin, constant irukadu. If a line is parallel to the x-axis, what will be the equation? Y is equal to a number, right? That variable x irukadu. If a line is parallel to the y-axis, then the equation is x is equal to a number. X is equal to a number, na x irukku constant irukku, y illa. Appa x illa, y illa. Appa constant illa na, it will pass through the origin. If a line is parallel to the x-axis, the equation will be like, for example, y is equal to 7. In this y is equal to 7, y irukku, constant irukku 7. If you bring it this side, it will be minus 7. So constant irukku, enna illa, x illa. So x illa na, it's parallel to the y-axis. Y is equal to something, sorry, y is equal to constant means it's parallel to the x-axis. Now, if it is parallel to the y-axis, how will the equation be? X is equal to some number. X is equal to some number. So in x irukku constant irukku, y illa. If both x and y are there, but the constant is not there, it will pass through the origin. If x and y are there, but the constant is not there, that means it will pass through the origin. And here you can see that CD passes through the origin. So the equation of CD will be, there will be x, there will be y, but no constant. And how to write the equation? You just have to, you can just see here, this point, what is it? 1, 1. Can you see this point? It's 2, 2. And can you see this point? It's minus 1. We're just marking off some points on that line, CD. Minus 2, minus 2. X is equal to y. X is equal to y. X value, y value, rendu onnadane varudhu. So x is equal to y is the equation. Constant irukadu because it passes through the origin. So constant will not be there. X is equal to y is the equation. Supposing you see a line passing through the origin. Supposing you see a line passing through the origin. Listen to this. Okay. And supposing the points are like 0, 0. I'm just giving an example. And supposing you see like 3, 6. and like what's this 6,12, and say like you also see 4,8, -4, -8, whatever. So you see that the y coordinate is double the x coordinate, right? Y coordinate, y is 2 times x. You see the y everywhere, it is 2 into x. See the y everywhere, 12 is 2 into 6. 6 is 2 into 3. -8 is 2 into -4. Everywhere you see that the y value is 2 times the x value. That only is the equation. Y is equal to 2x. Constant will not be there because it passes through the origin, because it passes through 0, 0. So to write the equation of a line that passes through the origin, you should mark off the points on that line and see the relation between the x value and the y value. You will find some relation. You'll find some relation. Sometimes it will be like if x is 1, y will be -1. If x is 2, y will be -2. Then in that case, it will be x is equal to -y. X and y are the same, but x is equal to -y. If the x value and the y value are the same, but x is positive and y is negative, x and y values are the same. The numerical value is the same, but they have opposite signs. So then you should say x is equal to -y or y is equal to -x, whatever the case is. So when the equation passes through the origin, constant is missing. So these are the 3 cases actually. When x is not there, when y is not there, when the constant is not there. When the constant is not there, it passes to the origin. When x is not there, y is not there, you only recall, because I don't want to repeat and confuse you. Got it? So these MCQs were picked, children, to give you a brief glimpse of the whole chapter. Now, by discussing these, how many MCQs were there? 12, 13, 14 MCQs. We've recalled all the basics of this chapter. All right. Any questions, online students?
No, miss.
Okay. All right. Now, please complete this as homework. All the questions in this assignment. So from now, you'll have regular assignments because we're practicing for the final exam. So this is the assignment. You need to complete this by the class on Friday. In the class on Friday, I'll have the answers to these. So I'll show you the answers and you will also check it with yours. All right. Please complete the whole assignment by the class on Friday. Okay. You started doing the 6th one. You started doing the 6th one. Finish it. Finish the others also. It's time, so we have to wind up, right? All right, children. So that's it for today's session. Thank you so much. Online students can leave the call. Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you, children. Good night.